Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to...
So what would you have wanted writing to do for you that it has not done?
Initially, when I started, I was thinking writing was going to make me make a lot of money. But when I wrote Pregnancy of the Gods and it became an instant success and everything, I realized that sometimes I was even just happy giving my books out to people to read. Some people will read and then they say they will have to pay for this because of the quality of the story and things like that. So, but later, that view changed, maybe because it didn't stop me from doing what I was doing. Because it didn't stop me from doing what I was doing, it didn't, that initial hope I had, really didn't matter. So maybe maybe it happened that then, but it's no longer what I think it would have wanted. But for some people would have wanted their writing to make them go abroad, go live abroad, go teach in one university in Europe, or blah blah blah. But I never wanted those. It's never been on my mind to live too far away from Nigeria. I wanted to be in Nigeria most of the time. So I think I prefer to go have my holidays outside then come back here. So I don't think there's really anything I wanted from writing that hasn't done for me.
Okay. What would you describe as the greatest thing that acting has done for you as a person?
Fame.
How about fortune?
Fame the most.
Okay.
Yeah,
You don't want to talk about, how about fortune? Did you bring up
I can talk about fame because I know that lasts much more. Fortune the thing about fortune in books is that, like, it may not be, the money may not be in my own generation. It could be probably my children, or probably you don't know who will pick up Pregnancy of the Gods tomorrow and maybe turn it into one great blah 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 blah, and then it becomes so much money comes into it, and then I probably might have been gone then. So I don't think that that fortune is actually an immediate desire, but the important thing there is to make the book good. So fame is one thing I can tell you has given me joy.
All right, now, okay. Now, we are going to look at your books, starting from Pregnancy of the Gods. What do you like most about that one? Pregnancy of the Gods. What do you like most about it, even though you wrote the book?
Yes, it's a very emotional book. It's very, very emotional book, and if I have the right to praise myself, I'll say that's a book I wrote that made me really, 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 really happy, because when I was writing it, I was living with the characters, and I dined with them, I played with them, I did a whole lot with them, and I was able to express some of the things I loved about my culture. Asia and Okpo, they are very close. The kind of mong that we do, and I was able to document some aspects that I could reveal, to the extent that I could reveal, the works, and then I think it helped me a lot. So I think that's
All right. So what don't you like about the book? Is there anything that you don't like about the book?
the fact that they kept my heart to die was something I wish I could do. I wish I had the power to stop her from.
Well, you were the author, you could have.
No, the story was bigger than I.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Okay, so let.
Hospital was crying when she died. I cried when she died, but there was not. She had to die.
Okay, let's look at Treasure in the Winds. What do you like most about that?
Okay, Treasure in the Winds. Treasure in the Winds is a writer's book, in the sense that it gave me the opportunity. By then, I'd already been celebrated for my first book. So I started reading what other writers were writing, started seeing, started allowing myself to be influenced by worldviews. The Presence of God was a book I wrote without any. I didn't care whether I was doing the right thing or I was doing the so.
Right.
Yes, the presence of the gods. In fact, presence of God was a book of innocence. Treasure in the world, in the winds. By treasure in the winds already have been deflowered. So I'd eaten the original fruit, so I knew a lot. So uh, so it's a book that you find me. It's a book I love so much because it made me so happy because a lot of themes that I had to play with, and then it gave me opportunity to establish my voice, as a storyteller. So that's what it did for me.
Okay. So what don't you like about it?
What I don't like about it was that the fact that I had to kill Obiuta in the middle of the book.
You're always killing, 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 killing. Are you a killer?
Well, have you forgotten that I told you that we have the God gene? So if you can create, you can kill. So if you can't create, you can kill. So it's 50-50. So that's actually the fact that I had to die in the middle of the book. And then no. Apart from that, it was he allowed me to talk about the environment and my love for, because I read a lot of when I was young. When I left the university, I was always in Ojuelegba, buying old copies of National Geographic. So I started, when I then could start making more, I started subscribing to a lot of them. So I read a lot about environment. So yeah, and when I was writing the book, he allowed me explore that aspect of me.
Okay.
And then he won awards on environmental writing. So that really made me very happy because it wasn't a conscious thing, but it happened.
Okay. All right. The next one is Pride of the Spider
Spider.
Clan. Yeah. So what do you like most about that one?
Yes, Pride of the Spider Clan. What I liked most about it was like the research was fantastic. The research took me to a lot of places, to Okrika, to Degema, I had to work on the whole Abonima, because I had to paddle with canoe in creeks, inside the rivers area, to be able to tell an authentic story, And then I researched a lot on, the water spirits and things like that. And then it was so it was a very beautiful experience. The research really helped me. And then what I enjoyed the most was the way the title came from the book. I was writing, then one of my characters just used the word, Pride of the Spider Clan. When he used it, I said, wow, here comes the title of the book, and I picked it. I picked it immediately, and then changed the title I was using before then.
What was the previous title? What was the title you had before Pride of the Spider Clan? Can you remember?
Yes, I think it had something to do with. I think it was the journeys or something like that. I think it was no, I think it was the journey of the flute, something like that. So,
Okay.
but he carried the energy of Pride of the Spider Clan because it was actually the story of some Arrow men, who were after the same flute, that you find in Pride of that you find in the same flute that for which Ekema died, and that was Obiuta died. That was the Arrow men were looking for, in Pride of the Spider Clan.
Okay. All right. Now, so let's talk about Cruise of the Yellow
Yeah.
Stream. What do you like most about that one?
Cruise of the Yellow Stream is almost like what I like most about Cruise of the Yellow Stream was that it gave me the power to imagine. I could just create something out of nothing. So it was let me give you an example. Where are you located? Where are you now? Currently are now. Where are you now?
I'm in Onitsha.
Okay, can you imagine? Let's assume that you are in Onisha. Then you remove everything that is currently existing in Onitsha, turn it into a green area and write a book about it. Create something out of that very Onitsha, you know, with its original names, and then think of what it would be like when animals and men were cohabiting that very space at that point in time. So you know how the depth of imagination that you have to go through to create what I'm talking about. So that's the kind of opportunity Crows of the Yellow Stream gave me. So that's probably what I like most about it.
So what don't you like about it?
What I don't like about it was that the storytelling the storytelling was a little bit bumpy in the sense that I had too much to tell, within a very very short space of 470 pages. So this story was too much for me to the pages were too small for me to tell the stories that came.
Okay. Okay. So when should we expect your new book? When should we expect something new from you?
Well, the thing there is that I know I'm working on a book, but when it will be ready, I don't know.
Would you like to share with us the tentative title of the new book you're working on?
You see?
Would you like to share with us the tentative title of the new book you're working on?
Okay, the tentative title of the new book I'm working on.
Yes.
Okay, but you know that the titles don't ever, and I can't ever remember any title that.
Let's know what the title looks like at the moment.
Okay, this is called the Holy Cross.
The Holy Cross.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But it's
Okay.
the Holy Cross that happened. I'm talking about something that happened in Igbo land over 200 years ago. So you can imagine the kind of cross that is holy there. So
Okay. Now, of all the books that you have read as a person, which one impacted your life the most, with the exception of the Holy Bible?
things
What
fall
book?
apart.
Things Fall Apart.
Yeah.
So, what specifically did Things Fall Apart
Yeah.
do?
Okay, things fall apart is a movie in print. It's a movie in print, and the language is an original language. Everything about it is like, even the cover of the first one I read was done with pencil, and so it was a book that has really really impacted me very early. That's the truth.
Okay.